Good morning students, I am Shomajit sir. Today we'll discuss about structure of striated muscle. This is from the chapter movement and locomotion. So watch the entire video lecture to gain basics out of it. So without any delay, let's start with the topic structure of striated muscle from the chapter movement and locomotion. So let's start. Let's start with the topic structure of striated muscle. You can see the picture very nicely given. So in the structure of striated muscle, you can see skeletal muscle is made up of many muscle bundles, that is fascicles. So fascicles are held together by collagenous connective tissue layer, that is fascia. So each fascicle contains many muscle fiber. Okay. So skeletal muscles, these are made up of many muscle bundles, that is called fascicles, and fascicles are held together by collagen, that is a connective tissue layer, and each fascicle contains many muscle fibers. So first is muscle bundle, okay, then collagen, then muscle fiber. So you can see the picture given, fascicle, okay, then muscle fiber. You can see all the pictures are given, what is fascia, what is muscle fascicle, muscle bundle, everything given in the picture. So muscle fibers are lined by plasma membrane. Okay, so this plasma membrane is called sarcolemma in case of muscle. Okay, so the plasma membrane of muscle is called sarcolemma, enclosing the sarcoplasm. Okay, so cytoplasm of muscle is called sarcoplasm. Each muscle fiber contain parallelly arranged myofilaments. Okay, these are called myofibrils. So each muscle fiber contain parallelly arranged myofilaments. These are called myofibrils. Okay. Each myofibril has alternate dark, that is A band or anisotropic band, and a light striation, that is isotropic or I band. Okay. So A band is called anisotropic and I band is called isotropic band. Okay, so this is due to the presence of two fibrous contractile proteins, thin actin filament and thick myosin filament. Okay, so we have a thin actin filament and a thick myosin filament. So these are two contractile proteins. Okay, so you can see in the picture, I band is there, A band is there, actins are there, myosins are there, H zone is there, M line is there. Okay, Z lines are there. So in between two Z lines, the distance or the area between two Z lines is called sarcomere. You can see. So you can see I bands contain actin filament and A bands contain both actin and myosin filament. So they are arranged parallel to each other. Okay, so I bands contain actin filament and A bands contain actin and myosin filament. They are arranged parallel to each other. Okay, so you can see a sarcomere, you can see the H zone, you can see the actin, you can see the myosin, you can see the A band, you can see the I band. And you can see A band bears a lighter middle region called H band. Okay, so you can see the A band bears a lighter middle region called H band, and it is formed by only myosin filament. Next is a thin dark line, that is M line, runs through the center of H zone. Okay, so you can see I band is bisected by a dense dark band called Z line. Okay, so you can see I band bisected by a dense dark band is called Z line, and the region between two Z lines is called a sarcomere. As I have said, the region between two Z lines is called sarcomere, and sarcomere are the functional and structural unit of muscle. Okay, again I repeat, sarcomere is the structural and functional unit of muscle. So this diagram is very important. You can see the I band, A band, Okay, H zone, M line, Z line, actin, myosin. This structure is very important. It comes in examination. So you can see the picture of, in the right hand side, on top you can see I band, A band, M line. Now actin. Okay, what is actin? An actin filament is made up of two filamentous F actin which form double helix. Okay, so an actin filament is made up of two filamentous, that is F actins, which form double helix. And F actin is a polymer of monomeric globular G actins. Okay, so F actin is a polymer of monomeric globular G actins, and actin contains two other proteins, namely tropomyosin and troponin. Okay, so actin contains two other proteins, namely tropomyosin and troponin. Next you can see two filaments of tropomyosin run along the grooves of the F-actin double helix, and troponin has three subunits. It is located at a regular interval of tropomyosin, and in the resting state a subunit of troponin masks the binding site for myosin on the actin filament. Okay, so you can see the picture, which one is troponin, which one is tropomyosin, and which one is F-actin. You can see. Now myosin, what is myosin? So each myosin filament is a monomer of many monomeric proteins called meromyosins. Okay, so each myosin filament is a polymer. Okay, so each myosin filament is a polymer of many monomeric protein called meromyosin, and meromyosin have two parts. Okay, one is heavy meromyosin or HMM, or cross arm, that is globular head, and short arm, it projects outward. And next is light meromycin or LMM, that is tail one. You can see in the picture, you can see LMM, that is tail region, and the head region you can see. So the next you can see the globular head is an active ATPase enzyme, and it has a binding site for ATP and active site for actin. Okay, so this was all about the striated muscle. All right, here I've discussed about actin, myosin, sarcomere, A band, Z band. Okay, Z line, A band, I band, everything I've discussed. Thank you, student. This was all about the entire video lecture. We have discussed about the topic structure of striated muscle. This is from the chapter movement and locomotion. So stay at home, stay safe. I am Shomujit sir, signing off for today, and again we'll meet in the next class. Thank you, students.